What's up, Blue Hedgehog Nation? This is PCSRA Blue Hedgehog 26. Welcome to the first PCSRA Weekly of 2018. Hopefully, everybody's doing well today because I am too. Um, Before you guys start coming in the chat, is why I disabled the chat right now. Be sure to take note of the description so that way you guys know what's going on. So, yeah. Hello, Mark. How are you doing today? Want to make a couple of announcements. First of all, I want to apologize for this show being delayed um a week late because something's been going on with Blue Junior lately. So, yeah, so I do apologize about that. So, yeah. So, well, it's the first time we have a weekly show for 2018. It's nice to have a weekly show to start it all off. So, yeah. Today's episode of the PCSRA Weekly, we will be not recapping, rather. We will be, we will recap my chaotic debut, which was the Fark Low Dollar series. We'll go over the top story news, discuss an article that I read over the weekend, and we will look ahead to the Rolex 24. Now, before you guys start asking me questions, I'm just going to throw a disclaimer. If you've not watched the Hershey's Cup series, you might want to watch this before you watch the stream. Just a little disclaimer. So, yeah. But, before I also start, ladies and gentlemen, we want to send our thoughts and prayers to everybody in Pittsburgh County, because of the explosion that took place, uh, just seconds ago. So, which 5 people are missing, and they're holding a press conference in the middle of Days of Our Lives, which I really don't think it's necessary for them to do that, but yeah. So, I'm getting thirsty. Like I need some caffeine for right now. So yeah. All right. So, that's all of the announcements. If there's any other announcements, I forget during the show. I'll try my best to get you guys caught up on. Otherwise, it's time to start the PCSRA Weekly Show for 2018. And a little reason it's an early start is because of some stuff going on. As Give me 1 second. I need to mute my mic so that way you guys don't hear the press conference. If you guys are coming into the chat, just be advised I'm muting my mic because of the press conference going on, so be advised. Okay, yeah, so I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to mute my mic because of that reason. So, yeah, condolences, of course, still to the people that were involved in that explosion. Right now, I might be sending the invites out too early. I'll also send this on Messenger. One to you, one to you. That's it. Alright. I might get a soda, so I'll be back, everybody. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am currently going to get something to drink because my mouth is starting of some soda. So, yeah. Okay. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and start the weekly show since I've wasted a lot of time. The reason I was muting my mic is because I didn't want the audio cutting in to the press conference, so that's why my mic was muted. So I do want to apologize about that. Hopefully you all understand. So, yeah. All right. Let's kick off the show by recapping what was a chaotic debut for me in Quincy. Hi, Q-Man. Pretty soon, when the stream is over, I will edit the title of this video. As far as I'm concerned, it's going to be a little longer because I'm outside, so. Yeah, but let's start by recapping the chaotic race of Quincy. I did make the race, which was great. The race was okay. I mean, I was like 4 or 5 seconds off the pace, and what the fuck? Wow, you shitting me? Can't get a soda? Wow. Okay, I need to go across the street. I'm thirsty. Because all we have is Coke. But anyway. It was a very interesting race. Despite being 5 laps down, at the end of the day, we ended up finishing 13th out of 36 after starting last, which is fantastic for me, but on the other side of the spectrum, not so lucky for the other drivers, even though I did get involved in that stack up, so that's going to be pretty much how that will shake up. Also, the other announcement is I don't know if PCSRA, with the exception of the Odd Amateur Series, will be continuing. Because lately, it's not looking good at the moment. Because if we are unable to get a broadcaster, I will have to cancel all the series effective immediately, with the exception of the AutoZone Amateur Series. So that's the situation as far as that's concerned. And I do want to apologize for that. I'm going to mute my mic, so give me 1 second. I am back. Sorry about that. Onto other stuff. Uh, I will not be participating in the Alloy podcast immediately because the problem with it lately is that, and no offense to Elijah if he comes watching this, but between doing this show and trying to join the Alloy podcast, I just think I just need to be focusing on this show for Monday for now on, because I think this show is more important to me than it is to anybody else in the world. So that means I'll have to miss the entire year of the Alloy podcast, which, do I really mind at all about that? Not really, because I mean, but they only talk about NASCAR. I talk about other things in NASCAR. So, and to be honest with you, and I tried to do this trick last year, but I got flat out denied. So, more than likely, I may not be doing a pick for NASCAR anymore on this show immediately, because, it's something I just need to keep this out of the way, so that way people don't have to see me spoil it. So anyway, next thing on my bucket list is that NASCAR could be up for sale. Would I like to see that happen? Yes, because you're pretty much not doing yourself any good as far as a reputation is concerned, because lately, boo, I enjoy your picks. Well, lately, I decided to not do picks on the Alloy podcast, is why I made that decision. So, but anyway. So, yeah. So, so I will not be making picks anymore for the podcast ever again, because, it's kind of a waste of my time, just trying to go through the recapping stuff. So, anyway. But going back to the NASCAR thing, I would like to see that happen, because lately NASCAR just really just doesn't seem to care. Hi, Mr. William Brock. Doesn't seem to care about its fans and what the fans want. They just want to do what they want to do, and that's the problem I see as far as I'm concerned. So, more than likely, NASCAR will probably die about 5 years from now, because I just don't think. I mean, they just want to do what they want to do. They don't care about the fan suggestion. When the fans tell them to get rid of the chase, they don't want to listen and all that crap. Even the rookie of the year is all fucked up right now, which that might be the final straw for me as far as that's concerned. So, yeah. So, but, that's my only problem as far as that's concerned. So, yeah. But I would like to see NASCAR be up for sale, because that's the sources. I know a lot of people saying that's not going to happen. Well, actually, it could, because if you're hearing rumors that it could happen and all that, then yeah, it could happen. I mean, right now, Carolina doesn't have an owner. Carolina Panthers don't have an owner, so for next season. So more than likely, that's the only problem we're seeing as far as that's concerned. So, but we'll have to see about that. So, with that all said and done, we are going to, of course, we got another thing we got to do. We got to preview the Ozone Amateur Series. A lot of new talent. Of course, Travis Crampton is no longer allowed to race in the Ozone Amateur Series ever again because of his behavior and what fucked me over as far as the PCSRA is concerned. So, yeah. I've gotten a couple of, sources saying that, PCSRA might die. I don't know what's going to happen, but, I've gotten sources, saying it could be Top, that could be a replacement. However, I just don't know if I will be continuing and may turn this channel into, possibly a gaming channel. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. So, yeah. But anyway, back to the Ozone Amateur Series. Looking forward to that season starting up. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And, I wish the competitors good luck, because that's all I'm going to say, because, I don't know when the first race is going to come out, so. But we'll just see about that, so. Let's also look ahead to the Rolex 24 at Daytona, because that race is way better than Speed Weeks combined. Because, I mean, here's my problem as far as NASCAR is concerned. Number one, they need to get more road courses on the schedule than just turning left every day for 3.5, almost 4 hours. Because lately, it's starting to becoming everybody's dislike. And of course, a lot of fans are like, they're disappointed with NASCAR keeping the stages, with the stupid 5-minute rule, or 5-minute clock as far as crash damage is concerned. I wish they could have gotten rid of that completely, because you're just really still killing the sport. So, and yeah. So, but the Rolex 24 this weekend, I don't know if I will be streaming that race weekend or if I'm not. I haven't decided if I'm going to be doing any IMSA streams. More than likely, that will be a no. So, because, it's too much for me, trying to do an IMSA stream, if you know what I mean. I mean, I only streamed a little bit of the Rolex 24 last year, but am I going to be streaming it this year? More than likely, that'll be a no. So, but, yeah. So more than likely, that's the scenario, Hood, as far as that's concerned. So, yeah. I'm not going to do picks for IMSA because it would take up too much of my time, so that's pretty much all I'm going to say as far as that's concerned, so, yeah. But anyway, I think that is all I have to cover as far as I'm concerned. I'm not going to go over the NASCAR silly season. That's only going to be left up with the NLA podcast, because while I appreciate Elijah Gordon letting me do the weekly show to, get a glimpse of it, I think it would be best if I leave all the NASCAR stuff to Elijah Gordon, aka Max the Hedgehog, for the NLA podcast. So, yeah. So, also, I need to go over this. There will not be a PCSRA weekly for the first, I want to say, the first 3 weeks of February, because of two things. One, due to NBC Sports coverage of the Olympics and also Super Bowl. And the other is that I need to figure out a replacement, because right now we're on a lockout until I get a replacement, and so that will be interesting. How that will be the replacement commentary. I'm more than likely thinking about having the Bush series be on a bit of a hiatus, or actually I might just cancel the Bush series, and I sincerely want to apologize to everybody in the deal. Buffalo Wild Wings and Truck Series, more than likely that's going back to a 40. It's going to be a 42 truck field. I'm just not going to have non-charters or anything like that. So, yeah. So, but all that hasn't been decided yet. We'll just have to wait and see how that's going to play out. So, yeah. So with that all said, I'm going to go ahead and end this because I have to get ready to stream something in a little bit on Facebook on my group. So thank you guys so much for joining me for this week's edition of PCSRA Weekly. I'm sorry about this being delayed, but yeah. Next week on PCSRA Weekly, we'll be recapping the Rolex 24, and we will just give you guys a little update on the PCSRA condition as far as what happens in a week from now. So, yeah. We will see you guys next week on the PCSRA Weekly Show. For the PCSRA Weekly Show, Daniel Voiles reporting. Have a safe afternoon, everybody.